again. So, you know,
I'm a glutton
that's
for
on you.
punishment. I'm a
That's
glutton
on
for
you.
punishment.
Well, hey,
I'm just 100% a glutton for punishment. I'm literally just going to sit there and keep doing it the same way over and over and over again because I hate myself.
see, I get annoyed easily. So,
I do too. That's the problem.
well, obviously you don't get annoyed enough. If you got annoyed enough, then then that shit wouldn't happen. You know?
Respectfully disagree. Respectfully. I feel
I,
like, why can I not? There it is. See there? You get a call out in the title of the YouTube live now.
well,
You've
I
been here
care.
you've been here twice. You've earned your placard.
So what you say is that
Well,
this is my sloppy seconds.
no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. What? Welcome to Saturday Shit Show, everybody. We'll
Isn't
just go
that
ahead
funny
and lead
stuff?
off on that.
Yeah.
Happy November 1st. Um, to the people who did not receive their deposits today or went to use their remaining benefits and found that the SNAP machines have been disabled, please know that my heart goes out to you. And please remember to check within your communities for resources. You can check my TikTok. Occasionally, I will post resources on how you can acquire food. It's not good food, it's really crappy food, but it is food. I also will start posting recipes that are extended meals with beans and things like that for alternate forms of protein as we make our way through this. And the orange boil on America's ass continues to fight the court systems and their order to release the funds. We have
Yeah.
Angry IT Nerd joining us again this week. He's
Hello, hello.
becoming consistent.
So yeah, and also Dollar Tree is your friend. The
Yes.
Dollar Tree is
Although,
your friend.
did you hear they've now gone up to like a buck 50? I
The
mean, we
last time
knew it
I was
was
there, it was a dollar
coming.
25, and now,
Well, they've
uh,
got like $3 and $5 stuff too now. Like you can get like the big bags of Doritos for like $3 and stuff. But just
yeah,
keep in mind, even at $1.50, guys, even at $1.50, it's still less than going into the store. And believe it or not, if you listen, I've had to live with scarce means before, and it sucks to not have meat, like actual meat, like the texture of it, the sensory of it in your food. But there are other ways to get protein, and you would not believe a can of beans can last you a couple meals once I hate to say it this way, but once your stomach starts to shrink up, a can of beans can last you and it's got a great source of protein. It's just straight protein. It's going to keep your body going. They sell bread there. Get yourself flour, get yourself water. Tortillas are just flour and water, and they are a great carb. So
yeah.
if you're gluten
So
free, again, my apologies. My heart goes out to you as
if
well.
you like me and you have pancreatitis or some kind of gastrointestinal problem, I feel for you as well because the foods that only we can eat, it we can't we can't just readily go to the dollar store. We can't go to the Dollar Tree. We can't readily just do that. So we're in a we're in a what's the best way to put
Pickle.
it? We're in a cardboard boat in the ocean. So
Trying to not spring a leak.
exactly.
You know, um,
Yeah,
for those of you who do have dietary needs, you can reach out to like your local community health areas. They're going to be able to pinpoint some of those food banks and pop-ups that will have nutritional items that might better suit your dietary restrictions. Um, and of course, TikTok. We're live on the TikTok for the POV. If you want to join in the chat, you can find the link to my YT in my bio and come on over to the YT and you can join in the chat. I'm also excited to say, Angry, we are going to have a special guest in the chat tonight.
Special
A
as in
very
how?
special guest.
Special
So,
who?
if anybody out there
Oh,
in
sweet.
in in
Baby Jesus.
in the sphere of TikTok or the internet has ever wanted to ask the burning questions about who I really am and if I'm full of shit about what I grew up with, my OG bestie, like before pimples and periods bestie, is going to be in the chat tonight, guys. So gear up those burning questions and fire away.
So, needless to say, first thing I need to know is I need to know the most embarrassing shit. I need to know the most embarrassing story. I need to know that first off. I need to know that.
She
That's
probably won't share that with you because it's embarrassing for her too. Because most of it was us together doing really stupid shit.
okay. I'm gonna need the embarrassing one only on your side then. You know. If she's not
You
willing
mean
to,
those
hey, look
stories
here.
I had to go back and tell her about and be like, oh my God, bitch, you can't believe how stupid I am. Look at what I just did.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to know all those stories. Yep, yep. I'm gonna need to know all that. I need good blackmail material. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I need.
Mm.
Oh shit. I think. I think. Oh, that was a bit disorienting.
It's like the Blair Witch
Uh,
Project. What the fuck?
a little bit, yeah. Oh gosh.
Did you just destroy your computer?
No, at least I don't. No, I didn't. No, not this time. No, because I'm going to be switching over to my computer in just a second. So that way, I can I can see the chat and you know, so I can be
Tiffany,
able
if
to
you're
see the
not
stories that I need to see. You know what I mean?
Tiff, if you're not in the chat yet, um, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Hopefully you're in the chat by now. Um, I know where the fuck you live, okay? I know all of your children's names. I know shit about you. Just
So
saying.
I'm just saying this.
Just
All right. Um, if you know the name of my kids, and tell me because I don't even know.
I'm talking to Tiffany.
Oh, I was about to say. Wait a minute. What?
Before she before
Wait,
before
what?
the questions fill the chat as to who Bunny really is, I
So
just
just
wanted to
know.
gently remind her that I know shit too.
All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's fair. All right. All right. Hold on. I'm probably going to need to drop out for a second. I don't know yet. I'm going to try something.
Mm.
We're going to see. We're going to see. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen either. Oh, Tiffany is in. No, Tiff, you got to go to the YouTube. Go to my bio, and the link in my bio will connect you to my YouTube. You don't have to send me a request. I'm live right now, and it's public.
All right. Let's see.
And we're having government level difficulties at the moment, so
All right.
we're working through it right now.
I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to try this.
Hey, Wolfie, if you want to join in the chat, you can come on over to the YT. I am going to take this brief intermission while we wait for Angry to pop over to his other stuff to remind everybody that if you want to join in the chat, you will need to pop over to the YT. But by all means, please, if you are in TikTok and if you are called to do so, you can provide gifts. Tiffany, why are you in my TikTok? Why are you not in the YouTube, girlfriend? Do you know the difference between the two? You know what? Listen, I'm not even worried about you telling people stuff, nothing anymore at this point. You know what?
Oh, now look at it. Now she's gotten bold now. Oh, now I need to know. Oh, now you don't care. Now I need to know. I need to know. Now you don't care.
Listen,
I need
Tiffany, if
to.
you are still in the TikTok, I just need you to know that Angry is over here wooing you. He's rizzing you up. He's getting ready to pluck pieces of information from your brain that you didn't even know you wanted to tell him.
Oh, yes, because I need to know. I need to know because two reasons. For two very, very, very important reasons. One is because I'm nosy, and two is because I'm petty. So those two things plus blackmail material, it's
What are
exactly
you
what
gonna
I need.
blackmail me for?
I don't know. You never know. You never know when you need good blackmail material. You never know. You never know. You know what I mean? You
And
never know.
now that you're on your computer, are you gonna throw up the steaming pile of shit in the dumpster fire?
The steaming pile of shit in the dumpster fire. You know what? As a matter of fact, I do believe I am because I have this on my computer. So let's do that. We're gonna do this because that's a great idea. And now we're matching.
Look at that.
Da, da, da,
Yay.
da. All right.
So, did you hear about the party at Mar-a-Lago last night?
No, I
The
did
Great
not.
Gatsby. I saw a video that said as the clock turned midnight and people lost their benefits, these scantily clad, I don't know, were they Rockettes or something maybe, I don't know, came out shaking their ass in front of everybody. And
Oh,
never before, listen,
isn't that
you,
nice?
you and I are both students of the horror movies and the fan fiction. Hey
Of course.
Mike, welcome to the chat. Um, I'm so super curious as
Hmm.
to if these freaking morons are literally just watching like period piece sci-fi and horror movies, with a colonial twist and shit, and thinking that's what we should do.
Right.
I don't understand. First of all, I don't know if Mar-a-Lago ever had a Halloween party prior to this, nor honestly do I even really fucking care. I mean, let's be real here. I don't care, you know.
Not really. I mean, I don't care.
Um, what I do care about is the fact that we are watching money get flushed down the toilet in this nation by the freaking minute right now.
Yeah.
Like,
And what's even more concerning is that half of the population is like all for it.
and
And
those
it's
are the
like,
ones that are losing everything.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Like, I
like,
can't tell you how many times I've had comments on my videos. Oh, are you upset about losing your Snap? Bitch, I don't qualify for Snap. I make way too much money for that. Are you kidding? Listen, I'm just like those people out there who
and
are like, I have to go buy my own food. So do
yeah,
I.
but
But I don't think anybody else should starve.
so,
I give to
right.
food banks, I give to shelters. Do you know why? Because I've been on SNAP. I've had food insecurity. I have had no food before and no SNAP. I know what it's like to go to bed with your stomach hurting because you're freaking starving. I get
Yeah.
it. And listen, I was really skinny then. I was. But you know what? If given the choice, I'd rather be
Mhm.
fluffy and fed. You know what I'm saying? And so I identify with those people. I
Yeah,
saw one creator. She was like, people are complaining that they're spending money on chips and soda. Bitch, what do you think I'm spending my money on? And I was like,
yeah. But see, here's
preach.
the thing, and a lot of things that people are just like, oh, you only spend it on just on snack stuff. You only spend it on like just chips. You only spend it on crackers or cookies. What do you think? What do you think goes along with sandwiches? What do you think goes along with
Right.
all this other stuff like that? What do you think when you go to, let's say, Subway, or you go to Substate, you go to some place that or deli shop, anything? What do you always get? You get the sandwich. Sometimes you get a pickle with it, sometimes not, but you also get chips, or you get a cookie, or you get, something along the sides of it.
Right.
Or even if you're getting like, like Ritz or crackers or salt and something like that, you
My
can
man eats
use it. You
saltines
use
with everything. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't matter if it's a sandwich, it could be some chicken salad, it could
right.
be pizza. Like he has
Yeah,
a
you can
sleeve
use
of
it.
saltines next to him all the freaking time.
Yeah. You eat it with any meal or if you crunch them up and you can use them as a breading or coating
Right.
to you know fry
You
it,
know,
chicken and stuff like that.
listen, we all love the times when we can get like the Ritz garlic and herb as our
Hmm.
crackers for our coatings and stuff to add
Yeah.
that little extra flavor layer. But you know what? Like it might be saltine time. And that's not, nobody should be embarrassed by that. Nobody should be embarrassed by asking for help. There's a very popular video going around right now of somebody who was basically chastising a mother who paid $27 for cupcakes for her kid to take for his birthday to his ABA therapy because he wanted to take cupcakes for people. And the complaint from the person who obviously was one of those where, if you get food stamps, if you're poor, then you need to look poor, you need to be humble, you need to walk with your head down type of people, right? The
Yeah.
people who are like, you shouldn't have any dignity. Well, go fuck yourself. Um, but
Hmm.
he was like, the people in the comments were complaining that she had to pay $27 for cupcakes. Bitch, me too. What the fuck? $27 for some damn cake with some frosting on top? Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. And you know what? Show me 9 out of 10 parents who don't have the fucking time to go get the ingredients, to bake the cupcakes, to figure out
Hmm.
how to fucking decorate them and make them look nice.
Yeah.
Like your kid has this image in their mind. Right. And I feel sorry for all of these parents who are complaining, like, you shouldn't be giving your kids cookies and this and that and the other if you don't have it. And you see those same people talking about the price of shit. What the fuck is your kid going through?
Like, for real.
Are you looking at your kid and saying, no, you can't have any cookies because mommy's got to get her Red Bull or her Monster or her lattes? Are you?
So are
Because
you?
those are the same freaking kind of people who are going to make the kid do without, but they're still
Yeah.
going to have to swing through Starbucks, right? That mommy's got
So
to have
because
her
oh,
coffee. She's got to have her
I've
cocoa
got to have my
juice.
latte because I can't start the day without my mocha chocolate bullshit. I mean I can't uh, I don't know. Oh, but
Right.
and it's like this. I texted this to Thomas a couple days ago, and because I had
Oh,
noticed
Tiffany,
on
girlfriend. I'm just saying, maybe this isn't the show for your kids.
mm,
We
no
we talk we
no I
we
mean
we
this
we
far
we talk about some
so
shit.
far I mean it's
Is it
been
the
all
older
right.
kids or is it the littles? If it's the littles, they mean that's why we're on at 9 o'clock at
They,
night.
they put them
Saying.
low. Well, I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna finish the derogatory. I said put them to bed. Anyways, so I texted Thomas
I'll
this.
say it. I know her kids. Put them little shits to bed.
Well, I was gonna say put the little bastards to bed, but
Actually,
hey,
let's make their day really quick. Gil, we're gonna give a shout
uh,
out to Cassie, to
Cassie,
Karina,
Karina, oh Cassie and
and then the
Karina.
older kids,
All
they
right, all
don't.
right.
It's Skylar, if you're watching, I'll give you a shout out, but the boys haven't earned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
Dang.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Kidding, kids.
Oh damn.
I'm just kidding. Trevor, Travis. I can never remember the T. young man's name. And so I just call him her youngest son. I feel like his name should be Trinity. Trenton! That's it! His name is Trenton!
Serious.
I am a horrible fit.
Oh my God. You're a horrible friend. You should be
Trent. No, his
fired
name
as a
is
friend.
Trent.
You're
Trent.
fired as a friend.
Tiffany, get in the comments and help a girl out. What the
Come on.
fuck?
Tiffany, I need some stories. I need to know something. Okay? I need some blackmail material. You know, because there's
Trenton, I
the
had
greatest time. The greatest thing ever is having good blackmail material. You know what I mean? And it'd be between us and Beyonce's internet. So it's fine. It's fine. But I
Listen,
texted Thomas
Tiffany is
that,
as white as I am. It's Al Gore's internet for us.
oh,
Okay.
excuse me. Oh, Al Gore's internet. So
Not that Queen Bee doesn't own the internet. I'm just saying.
that's we're on a different side of it. Got it. So
You know?
a couple days ago, I noticed that the eggs in local Walmart here went down a couple dollars. So I texted Thomas. I said, eggs just went down in price here. So I guess we're great again now. So we're great because
Because eggs went down.
eggs at the local Walmart here went down. So
Listen, when gas gets down, talk to me. When billionaires aren't paying less taxes than me, talk to me. You know, like when the government
when
reopens,
when the
okay?
government starts look at when the government quits tripping and gives us SNAP benefits back and that yeah.
I just,
But
like
it's crazy.
it's
It's absolutely
exhausting.
insane.
It's exhausting. I'm exhausted. Like I'm exhausted for them in DC. Okay? Like it has got to be
No,
Mike Johnson, come to the front of the
and
class, please. To the right here in front, okay, Mike. Mike, listen. Baby, sweetie, honey, we know you're tired. We can see it on your face every time you open your mouth and let the
mhm.
scent of bullshit roll off your breath. Okay? We know you are exhausted. First of all, getting your back blown out every night by that roommate, I mean, that in and of itself, any woman will tell you, you can't keep up with that kind of schedule. But then you're adding that personal layer of having to hide it while all of your one night stands are coming out with your grinder
Phew.
exchanges.
Yeah, man.
And you've got T Daddy in there telling people that he is elbow deep up your ass, making that jaw flap the way it does. It's gotta be exhausting.
So right now you remind me of the carnival act of somebody on a high wire on a unicycle juggling. Like
Juggling
that's
with
what you're doing
no net.
with
With
no
no
net.
net.
That's what you're doing. Like
Like, listen,
do you not see it? Do you not see it? Like I see it.
listen.
She sees it. Anybody with
I know Angry can agree with me here. We've all been in those really toxic relationships, the ones that are so hard to
hmm
walk away from, right? Like the ones where you're like, I'm I'm gonna just stay just to it's
yeah,
gonna get
because
better, right? It's
yeah,
gonna get
because you
better.
know
Doesn't get
they're the person that you're with be absolutely shit in every area except for one, and we all know that one area. That one area that'll make you say, you know, let me. It'll get better. It'll get better. It'll get
get
better.
better. It's not gonna get better.
It'll never get. It never gets
Doesn't get
better.
better. In fact, the way we're going, listen, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. Congress, everybody, come on. Elected officials, right up here. Come on, just single file line, please. Listen closely. I gave some monumental, I wouldn't say advice, but just, cautionary to a
Mhm.
recent investment scam that was not quite found out yet, but they were working on it. As a standard in the court of law, the person who squawks first gets the best deal. Mike, I know you know some
So,
stuff. You could take care of this. And listen, we
so
we are in this big old year of 2025. People are going to, you know what? You come out, people are just gonna they're
they're
gonna
gonna,
applaud you.
yeah. And here's the
They're
thing.
gonna put you on a t-shirt without it being a meme.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't have to tell everything you know. You can tell
Right.
just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough. And we have a glorious witness protection program. And once we get out from under this administration, those people might be secreted again.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying,
So I mean, just just give it a thought. Like again, you don't have to
No
tell
pressure.
everything you know. I
Right. No
mean,
pressure. No pressure.
again, you don't have to tell everything because I mean, there's respect the
Right.
fact that there's some things that you just cannot say. I get it.
Incrimination and stuff. We
You know,
get it.
I get that.
We
I
get
get
it.
that. But there are some things that you can say.
Right.
So,
And
you know,
listen, we understand that this is a multi-headed snake. We get it. All you got
same,
to do
same.
is take like two of the three out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the process will take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And
It's
can
just
we just
think of it like a domino. You tip the one. That's all you need. Just tip the one.
tip the one? Take this time off these paid vacation days, because as a worker bee myself, I know that it's such a luxury to get that paid time off. And it's a time of reflection. I think everybody here tonight would agree that reflection is a wonderful thing. And you should reflect on, oh, you know what I just thought of, Angry?
What's that?
He's not trying to get a deal. He wants to go into the pokey so he can get the pokey. And he doesn't have to
You
be
know what?
shy about it.
You know what? That's probably, that's where he will get the best dating pool,
So
without having
say,
to. Here's the thing. I mean, he doesn't have to go through, going through Grinder and then trying to find somebody match with them and yada yada yada. It's good. No, he cut all that shit out because then he's just in a spot where everybody will come up to him. So,
right. Like
hey, hey,
I've had clients, criminal clients before tell me that, in prison everybody's gay. They're prison gay. And I'm like, "Is that really true?" And he goes, "For a lot of guys you wouldn't expect it is." You know, they get back out there back with their girl, they never think of another guy again, but he's like, "In prison you got needs, you got needs."
it's
It's
like
like
what's the
it's,
name?
it's like we're
Fleet with
animals.
Fleece Johnson. Oh, Fleece, Booty Warrior Fleece. Well, he got released. He been out, right? So who was it? Told me? No, Taz. She had shared a video with me of an interview that he did where he's talking about he got more how do you call it? Booty support, booty support inside of jail than he got outside of jail. So that's the one thing about being out is that he misses that he doesn't get the same booty support as he did when he was in.
Well, I mean, when that's all you got, it's gotten to a point now where they won't let the women work on the cell block. So it's either a guard or it's your celly. Either way, it's you're headed down
But
the right there, right there,
yep,
right
that's
there.
mm-hmm. But
That's
the simple
that's
fact, is that's what he called it, booty support.
I
For,
mean, just, just admit that you were taking your cheeks to Pound Town. Okay? Just admit that
hmm
your brown eye was getting busted. Okay? Just
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you're into.
your
That's what
fecal
you're
funnel
into.
was getting filled. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
And again, nothing wrong with that, Mike. Nothing wrong with it. You know, you like the company of other men. Hey, more power to you. That
Nobody's going to
hey,
judge you. We are accepting here.
yeah.
Like,
And
people hate
same
us for it. We're accepting.
and same with Lindsey Graham. Same here. We're accepting. I know. Here, South Carolina, it one of the reddest of the red states that you could be redded of the redded in, and I understand that. Still, however, even in this deeply red state, we we're understanding. And we know, hey,
Now, now, if you act like JD Vance and Erica Kirk and start groping each other on a stage, I
that's a
mean,
whole different thing.
you're probably gonna
I
get
saw,
dragged. But
I went,
you know,
I went earlier today. I went to Tractor Supply to get some dog food, and I passed by. There was this couch that was on the road. I was like,
another one bites the
Said
dust.
said this
Poor
is
JD.
JD.
Do you think in
This is the
his youth
equivalent.
that's what
This
he
would be
did? Like when his
the,
mom was like, quit banging my Ashley 3-seater, he would just literally like get in his old beat up truck and drive around town looking for sofas that like driving around like the rent by the week places where there's a lot of evictions to see what's been thrown out to see what he can go back and visit at like 3, 4 o'clock. Can you
it
can
wouldn't
you
surprise
imagine?
me.
Do you think his parents came home on some random Wednesday night and found some strange sofa back behind the barn
No, I think more likely the case is that they walked in on him
in the
in the
couch,
living
kind of
room.
a la American Pie.
Yeah, right in the living room, front door wide open, and here he is, covered all up in baby oil on the couch, just and just rubbing all over.
Bitty
But
brand
that
baby
couch,
oil.
that couch is on the side of the road, like it was like like it was a prostitute waiting on JD Vance. I passed by another one. Like this was like probably about last year, like
Sign
months
that says
ago.
$25. Knock on the front door, and he's like, "Damn, that's a cheap lay. Here you go."
Said $25. Hey, I got that. You want it in cash or want me to Venmo it to you?
He's on Marketplace looking for his next girlfriend.
I saw one a few months ago where the couch was all just like mangled up and tossed up and shit like that. I was like, God damn, JD.
He's
You just
haggling
look at it,
with
it's like, God damn, JD. So
he's
look at
haggling
me.
with Betty Sue over her 1980s Victorian remake, and he's like, "Those cushions don't look very tight anymore. How about $10?" And
Like
that plastic, does that come off?
like he goes through like, IKEA. He goes to like IKEA and he just sits there, he's like and just started rubbing it. It just started rubbing his ass on couches and love seats and shit.
He's he's been trespassed from 7 IKEA stores. They have his picture up at the front
So
registers.
he's on a list. He's on an IKEA list.
He's
Like
prohibited
permanently
from
banned
buying
from all
Swedish
IKEAs.
meatballs anymore.
Like the only place he could go in IKEA is just at their it's just at their little the cafeteria or lunch place or whatever. He's not allowed on the sales floor anywhere.
First time he saw one of those bed recliner thingies, the ones that turn it into a seat,
hmm
into a he's
Yep.
like, "Damn, I don't even have to leave my room now."
Right.
He's cutting a little
You
bitty
saw that?
hole
And
in the side of it.
like I've always wondered, it's like he sees like a leather couch. Does he think it like it's some kind of bondage thing? You know? Like he looks at her
That
and
would get
just
a little
like,
messy, don't you think?
oh, I mean, easier to clean up. I mean, it'd be easier than fabric.
Here's the thing. So, like, the person who did the ghostwriting on his book, or somebody who was associated with his book, came
Yeah.
out and said that the original passage said that he would take like a latex glove, like a doctor's glove, right? Right? And he would put it between the cushions and go to town. Why the hell do you need protection for a couch?
Easy cleanup.
Are you worried about having a litter of throw pillows?
Well, no. The only thing I could think of.
I mean, you can protect from stains with Scotch Guard. I'm just saying.
Well, the only thing I could think of is either A, um, he doesn't rub his junk up on something and gets infected. You know,
I mean, can you imagine the rug burns? The friction burns.
that's probably why the glove
His
was
dick
there.
would his
That's
dick
probably
would
why the
look
glove
like
was there. It's
jacquarded
because
upholstery.
said, "Oh, look, that's probably why the glove was there because he had so many friction burns to begin with." And he learned. He says, "Let me get a latex glove
Do
because
you
that's just
think he
smoother."
do you think he would
So what?
pleasure himself to the scene from Gone with the Wind where she wore the curtains?
That's probably where it started.
I'm
I wonder,
saying
does he
once you
look
go
at?
curtain, couch is the next reasonable.
Let's see. I wonder like this. I wonder if the latex glove like reminds him of where the couch is shaved. You know, and like fabric, it was where his hair, where's hairy.
Do you think whenever he does it with those ones that have those big metal brads in the side, he feels like he's with a dominatrix? Like some
Probably,
BDSM?
probably.
And can we just talk about Erica Kirk? Erica Kirk, to the front of the
Mm.
class. It's your turn, ma'am. Now, and bring those pleather ass pants with you. Okay. JD thought that he saw you and he thought, that looks like my love seat.
He's like,
What the ma'am are you
See,
doing?
what in
Okay,
the entire
listen.
actual goddamn fuck of all fucks?
This is going to be an actual reenactment of Erica Kirk introducing JD Vance, okay? And my good, dear, close, personal friend, JD, Vice President JD Vance, and his wife, they,
Why is it Erica Kirk reminds me of you remember the movie Scooby Doo, like the first Scooby Doo movie, like
like the
with
movie Scooby
yeah, the
Doo.
movie, like
Okay.
the first live action movie Scooby Doo, and she reminds me of the one girl that got smacked in the face with a tree limb, and like half her face was like shut up, and you see like there's a demon underneath and shit like that. That's what she reminds me of.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
first of all, it's obvious that they are sharing tips on black eyeliner. Okay.
Duh.
Like, his seems to have gotten thicker since he started hanging out with her. She's like, no, with your blue eyes, you should do it thicker so that they really look like you are coming up through Satan's portal. Okay.
Should go thicker because it accentuates your eyes.
Right, like literally her eyes look like the contact lenses you put over your eyes when you're playing a zombie in a movie.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
you noticed that?
Hmm.
And my thing is this, baby, listen, ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. My leftovers sitting in my refrigerator right now are colder than your husband. What the actual
The fuck?
are you
The fuck?
doing?
The fuck are we doing?
What are we doing?
The
Ma'am.
fuck are we doing?
And if you don't take that tired ass tissue and quit dabbing your dry ass Sahara fucking eyes, bitch, we all
Look at
know
him.
you're not fucking crying.
No. Look, what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse was a more believable crier than you. And he was just
I have seen a 2-year-old throwing a tantrum that can squeeze out a tear easier. Okay. I have seen a grown man who has mistakenly believed that he has been an alpha his entire life squeeze out a teardrop easier and quicker than you. And if you don't quit looking up into those fucking stage lights, trying to get your eyes to water like the sun, ma'am,
said, I'm
it
gonna
is
need you to
very telling. It is so freaking telling
like
that
I'm gonna
even with you staring in a bright 100 million lumen light, you can't squeeze a tear out of those ducts.
nope.
How
So
much did you hate him?
said, ma'am, have you tried an onion? Like I mean,
Right.
have you tried Vicks Vapor Rub like underneath one eye? Have you tried that?
Maybe put it on that tired ass tissue that I swear to God, it's got to be this exact same freaking tissue. It is her standard tissue. She puts it back in her purse when she's done and she's like, oh, next time I got to pretend to cry. I better pull this bad boy.
Is that right? So how hard it would
You
be?
could at least take those pointy ass talons you have on your hands and accidentally like
Uh,
poke your eyeball.
something, something.
Something.
Like you could even put a goddamn onion in your little dab thing just enough to where, oh, the smell hits me and I can cry. You don't have to
Put
put
a
the
pair of
whole
tweezers in
onion.
your pocket. I can't believe with
Something.
as tight as that shit was, it wasn't making you cry for how it was constricting your bean. Because we could all see
Mhm.
that it was cutting all the way up to the grace God gave you.
Yeah. Or if anything, cry because you're happy the mofo is gone. You
I
can't
mean,
cry
you didn't
because you're
have to
happy,
recreate the pilgrimage to go see baby Jesus by giving us all that camel toe.
right? Like I mean,
And
you
if I'm
get you're
being
not crying,
completely honest,
and I get you're not crying because you don't miss him. You're not crying because I mean, cry because
I
you're
mean, hey,
happy that he's
you're
gone.
wealthy beyond belief. You ain't got to do shit now.
Exactly.
I
So
mean, with
you
a
cry
husband like
because you
that, I don't
find
know how many tears I'd shed either.
so cry because you made it. You know, I made it to the. I don't have to deal with him, and I got all his money. So hashtag winning. Oh, it's a
And I
crying
mean, we're
moment.
going to know the truth about what happened on that neck blowout when we start to see, Caroline
Mm-hmm.
start to, quietly in the background be like, me next, me next, me next.
Yeah.
You know,
And the next thing you know, Caroline meets something unfortunate, and we don't know what, but
I'm just
something's
saying
gonna happen. I don't know.
she's been waiting for that old man to kick the bucket for a while.
Uh,
It seems like maybe they're going to have an unfortunate hiking accident or something.
I don't. Shit happens.
And
It should be
Usha,
happening.
girl, Usha, get your kids, get the hell out of town, baby.
So
Leave
better run.
now.
Better
Get
run.
your exit plan in place.
So you need. Yeah. Exactly.
It's time to go, sweetheart. Listen,
It's like
the
I get it.
internet, the entirety of the internet, even the people on your side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on your side. Well, I'm not on your side, but
Uh, uh,
it's complicated. Um,
it's like I'm not on your side, but at the same time, I don't
I mean,
want you to meet.
I'm
But
registered as a Republican, but
I don't want you to meet
I
an
don't think there
untimely
are any
end.
more Republicans. So, like, my choice was, fascism or something that I didn't always agree with. Fascism, something I didn't always agree with. Well,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to go with something I didn't always agree with. Fascism seems like an extreme choice.
It's a little bit of extreme, a bit extreme. Um, never had never quite worked out. Um, Still's
Right.
not working out,
Still's not working out.
and I'm not sure when you are planning on abandoning the this whole plan. But I think it's time now in order for you to consider that because again, fascism's not working. Like it's not working.
Do you think that they showed Trump that Amazon series? What is it? Man in the High Tower, Man in the High Castle, something like that? You know which one
Mm,
I'm talking about, the one where they
yeah, I
showed
know.
the alternate universe if we hadn't won World War. Do you think they showed him that movie and led him to believe that fascism was successful?
It's possible.
Because we
It's
know
possible because I
that
mean,
they're showing
considering
him that shit in Seattle and he's convinced that like the city's burning to the ground.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, consider this is the same man that I wouldn't even call him a man, but this is the same mofo that put out on his on the worst social media app that you could ever possibly have. You know, it put out there an AI video of him getting in a jet and shitting on his entire demographic, his whole entire all of his
Everybody.
followers. Yes,
He was
everyone.
indiscriminate. He was indiscriminate. Yes, he
Yep.
did show Harry Sisson in a scene, and we get it. You don't like him. I would have expected Aaron Parnas, but I mean, Harry Sisson, okay, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then he showed it shitting on just people, on just American towns.
Yeah.
Like, this man has told you repeatedly that he thinks y'all are morons.
Mm-hmm.
He does not listen, he has said that that smart people do not like him, and he does not like smart people because smart people ask questions for his dumbass stories.
Yep.
And we don't like him because it doesn't matter how ridiculous his story is. He's convinced it's real. Listen, now you know that my daughter's been going through some stuff, right? And she's got kind of fragmented reality. It's just
Yeah.
it's the way her brain is wired, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I recognize this sort of thing, right? Like when she comes in and says something that I know didn't happen or isn't accurate, right? But she believes it. Like she is convicted that it
Yeah.
it really
This is
happened.
real. This is
This is what I know,
yeah.
right? I see so much of that in him. Like you cannot convince him that some of this stuff that isn't real.
And here's the
Like
thing, and
Mike
a lot of
Johnson literally said
yeah.
that he was trolling. Like those were his actual words that he was trolling the lunatic liberals talking about a third term. And then a reporter asks him about it. He goes, "Oh, I don't think he used those words. He wouldn't use those words." They came out of his mouth, brother.
Yeah.
Like at
And his
this point,
whole
I don't know whether to hate him or feel really fucking sorry for him because I am starting to wonder if the people pulling the puppet strings are just leading this man to believe a reality that does not exist. And it's
see
freaking
it's
sad.
at this point because a lot of things that he's done and he said and just kind of things that's just been displayed and especially him challenging AOC and Jasmine Crockett to a cognitive test, the same test that you give people on
Dementia
dementia.
patients.
Yeah,
Dementia patients.
My mom took the exact same test like
Right. My
maybe
grandmother
about a
was
month
taking those
ago.
tests
Yeah.
to determine how far along they are.
Yes. So If you're taking that kind of test, there's a reason why. And if it's getting that far along in it where he's taking tests like that, this has been going on for a long while.
And everybody keeps talking about Labor Day weekend. And, I think I might have been on a live with you guys or on the phone or something talking to y'all during Labor Day weekend and his disappearance. And even I
Hmm.
said something's happened to him. He's had a
Yeah.
stroke, he's had a heart attack, he's,
Hmm.
in the hospital infirmary, or not the hospital, the White House infirmary, because we all know that they have one. He sleeps there every freaking night at this point. You know he does,
Hmm.
right?
Like, I mean, something happened. Something's wrong.
Something's going on.
And
And did you see the pictures from him in Japan and China where he was starting to get tired and that left side of his face was just doing this?
hmm yep. Because again, same thing happens with my mom. Except, well, the left side of her face that happened because she had a stroke, but that was like a few years ago. But inevitably, she always just and the nurse tried to explain it to me once, but I couldn't quite understand why. But she always just kind of drifts over to the side like this and just leans over to the side.
It's
And so
because
I
of the damage
guarantee,
to the parts of her brain that help her with that balance and that consistency. It's the
yeah,
same with the facial paralysis.
yeah. So I guarantee you, you look at him
You can tell
and
he's had a stroke.
yeah, not only
You can
that, I
tell he's
mean,
also got either Alzheimer's or early onset dementia.
oh
Or
yeah,
I should say early onset, the early signs of dementia.
yes, he's got definitely got signs of it, yeah. And so if you look at him and you kind of seen some pictures of like how he stands, he stands really, really,
He
exaggerated
leans
forward.
forward
Yeah,
and he leans to the side. Have you
to
noticed that
to
he's starting
whatever
to
side.
lean to the
Yeah.
side? He can't even walk a straight line. Tiffany said that's why we need younger people. And I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
really, like normally having worked as long as I have in civil rights and social justice and things like that, I would never say that there should be like an age limit or an age specification for certain things,
Right.
because that's very ageist. You start, you say, okay, nobody over the age of 65, you start eliminating people. They feel like they can't. But we're talking about the highest office in the nation. I feel
Well,
like I feel like, you know what, if they're saying that Social Security starts at 65, that's the, national predicated retirement age,
yeah.
then yeah,
Then
you know
why do we
what?
have?
Listen, you shouldn't. If you're gonna turn 65 while you're in office, you don't even get to run for a second term. That's it.
See, I believe it's like this. I believe there's certain jobs where you know military, president, government, where we need to have age limits. We need to because otherwise we get presidents like like him. And if the retirement age, like it's 65, because that's what we have, society has determined as retirement age, then why do we still have politicians there in 70s, 80s,
Right.
90s?
Why the hell do we have Turtle McConnell and the Crypt Keeper
Right.
Pelosi, who
Why are they
literally look
there?
like they go home every night and sleep in the coffin they're going to be buried in?
Like they look like they're just lucky to still be breathing, you know? And
Did
why
you
are they
see that
there?
viral video of his most recent fall where he got back up and he was like,
Uh-huh.
"Mhm." That
Oh
thing
yeah.
is not there.
And again,
He's
he's
not
one too.
there.
He's one too. He's going through either Alzheimer's or dementia, something. Definitely something with because I mean, how many
He's
times
not there.
has
There is nothing behind those
no,
eyes.
how many times he's glitched out? That I
Oh
mean,
my
and
god.
his fall was just the latest one,
And then people are
and that's
like,
sad. That's sad to
Pelosi was
say.
in
That's a
the
sad
hospital
statement
and
to
people
say.
are
This is the latest glitch out.
right. And Pelosi was in the hospital and people were like, pray for Pelosi so she can come back and vote. Bitch, vote
No,
her out.
no.
Why is she still there? In
Like I mean,
Texas, They
I've
had a
always felt
congresswoman go missing and she was in a nursing home, an aged nursing home. They didn't know where the hell she was. Somebody had put her in
yes,
a nursing home and left her there.
like what?
Why
What?
was she still voting?
Why? She does not need to be voting at all. And
Listen,
I
we
think
tell
like this.
people who are drunk that they cannot drive. There's a reason why, right? Because the
Hmm.
brain is impaired. It cannot
Yes,
properly function. We tell people who have, indulged in, God's greenery to not drive. Why? Because it
because
impairs
you.
them.
Hmm.
OSHA has rules against you doing your job while you are cognitively impaired. We
Yes,
tell people to retire at 65 because we can't help but notice that at
that
65,
that's when
you
the
seem to
signs start.
cognitively slow down.
Because that's generally around in the age where signs start showing where you cognitively start slowing down.
Right, like they sold you this lie that it was about, oh, well, we want to give you something to look forward to and to know that you possibly have some years. We don't know when we're going to die.
Mhm.
Do you know how many
Oh,
people have retired at 65 and the next day they didn't have anything to get up and go to, so they just didn't ever get up again?
right. And,
Like, that's not it.
and
65 is when you and
yeah,
for people like me who are medicated, it might happen a little sooner. I mean, stay tuned like another maybe 14 years and I might look like Joe up in this bitch. Okay. Like,
I mean, and I've always been in the opinion is that in like of any government office, there should be the average. I should say it like this. All right, somebody my age in government should be nearing the end of their whole political
right.
career.
And can
I
we also
mean,
take a moment to say that if you are going to work on the national level, then it should be the same as like lawyers.
yeah,
Lawyers start out, they intern during their, L4 year, their L3 year, they do summer intern, whatever, right? And then they go in and they clerk and they serve on judiciary, places and things like that. And then they go and they're an associate, they're an underling, they're under,
hmm,
maybe a mid level attorney, depending upon what size firm you go to. Maybe you get in under a partner. But it's years and years of them
hmm,
in the practice of law before they become, a shareholder or a director or, a named partner. That's one of the, pillar points, right? Is to
yes,
become a named partner and to have your name on the side of, the building where the firm is. And then you go on to like a judgeship. Okay? So instead of going to a judgeship, maybe you go into public office in your local office, right?
right.
And from there, you go to the state level. Like serving on the National Congress should be like serving on the Supreme Court. It should be a bookend to your
Hmm.
career.
Yeah, not just hey, I decided one day I'm just gonna do it,
Or
and
you
I just
were
get
the
thrown into it.
child of one
Yeah,
and you just are brought up in it. How many Kennedys do we have? Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, and it's like this. We need
These
to have
career politicians have to stop.
yeah. Now you say that, I mean, I've always thought, and we need to have a little bit more better qualifications for the actual presidency, other than just being a natural born citizen and over the age of 35.
Because I could run for president. Would you really? Would you really, Gil? Would you really want me running the country?
I mean, if
I
the
mean,
choice is either
really?
you or Trump, I'm gonna vote for you. Okay,
But you're gonna know in your
but
heart
but
as
I
you
would
tick
know
that little
full,
bubble
but I would know
that you
full
that
well.
you're in for a rough 4 years, and
Yeah,
I'm sure as fuck not gonna get reelected.
but I know full fucking well we gonna be in for a goddamn roller coaster ride.
It's
Tiffany,
gonna
I'm
be fun
40.
though.
Tiffany, I am 48. I'm 48. Yes, I'm almost. I'm pushing 50. And I think that this, all right, for the office of president, it should be in an age range. I mean, it starts at 35. Cool. All right, I'm okay with that. Start at 35. However, just like how you said, get some kind of background training. Something. Learn it not just one day. Just oh, I'm just gonna run for president
Don't get to buy
because
your way through college and
no,
then run for politics. And let me just say,
no,
gang
like
out there in the interwebs, if I could just take a brief intermission. Tiffany is single and ready to mingle. Hit me up if you need her digits.
hey, all right. Oh, well, thank you,
You
Tiffany.
just
Hey,
said you look good.
yeah, I do.
Angry.
Yeah, I do.
Angry.
Yeah. But I mean, office starts
And
at
this is her
35.
exact
Cool.
response, I guarantee you. She heard me say that, and she goes, "Oh my God!" Guaranteed. I would stake one of my kids on it.
Oh my God. That was hilarious. And thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. I get so very few of them, so I thank you. Now
She's
you
recently
have
ventured into the realm of friends with benefits. She's learning what it means because she's always been married and popping out babies and
oh
doing the mom thing.
my
And
condolences.
so she's now, she's now a free bird and
Now
she is
you're catching up.
learning the ways. She's learning the
Yeah.
ways.
Oh,
Yes.
you're catching up now. So again, my condolences for your time.
Don't. He was a dick. I
My
hope he's watching.
you started
I'm
35, and
watching you,
I
buddy.
feel like
I'm
it
watching
should,
you.
but I feel like it should end like
It should be
the
the
age
last thing you
cap.
do.
Yeah, age cap should be at around like 55, maybe 60, but that's really pushing it.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you need term limits for congressional members.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That would resolve this bullshit of these people going in their 30s and their 40s and staying. I
Yeah,
mean,
until the
let's
day
be
they
real
died.
here. Mitch McConnell was around when they made the pilgrimage to go see Jesus. He's been in
Well,
Congress since the American Revolution. Okay? Like,
look, he's been in
bro,
he's
your
been in
waitress is looking at you and telling you to give up the table for someone else already.
so like he is he's been in the government since slavery. Like I mean,
He was
this
there through
he was there
He
to
was there through all of it. He was there through the civil rights era, wasn't he?
yeah, yeah, because I think he actually got into Congress like in the 30s. I think in 20s or 30s he first got into Congress.
No, I think he was born in like the 20s or 30s. I think he got into Congress in like the 50s or 60s.
But either way,
Mitch
he's old.
McConnell is like he's
Either way,
yeah,
he old
he's
as
like
hell.
yeah. He's and
But yeah, and again, he's one that we had term limits. Yeah, he would have been gone. He would have gone years ago.
you shut up,
And
Tiffany. She said you're welcome. Shut up. Mike, no, Tiffany is my best friend from like childhood. From like childhood. We have been friends
oh, he
forever. He
started in
started in
78. Jesus
78.
Christ. He started in
Wait, how old is
78.
he? He looks like he's 92.
Looks like he's 292.
He
Like
looks.
this mofo started when I was 1.
Hey, Mike, can you look up how old he is?
Oh my God. This mofo been in there since I was 1 years old. So 1 year old, 1 years. Let's say one
Right,
years
that's making
for.
me feel really old right now because I'm really trying to look past the fact that in like in like freaking six months, I'm gonna turn 49. I'm gonna turn 49. Um, I'm gonna be 1 year away from 50.
I,
And I don't
you know
feel
what?
older than 12.
Oh my God, you know what? I
Like,
think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. I think I'm going to turn 49 around the same time too. Matter of fact, hold up.
your birthday in May?
April,
Oh, then
five
you'll turn
months.
49 right before me.
Yeah. Ah,
It's it hurts like right here, like
and again, it's like this, all right? And I get it. I get it for any one of us that is out there of a certain age. I don't know, we feel like, we could do all the stuff that, we can like 20-year-olds and shit like that could do. Nah, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that shit no more. All right. And I get it. If some of us were in Congress or in kind of government job, oh yeah, we could. I get it. Our egos would say, "Oh, pfft, I could do this. This is easy. This is an easy job. I've been doing this." Yeah. No, let it go. Let it go. Like I get it. In your head tells you could do it because you've been doing it, and I get it. Your body says,
right.
yeah, your body says, hey,
Hey there,
you know what?
Mr. Pruitt.
We feeling good today. We feeling good today. We could do it. We could do this. Don't, no, no. And I get it. I get it. Your ego says you can, but you can't.
Your
It's a hard
your
pill to
your
swallow.
partially lucid existence tells you you can, but the reality is that the dementia are the times
Mhm.
that you don't remember because it's dementia.
Yeah.
Michael Pruitt
Michael
says,
Pruitt.
my
Yeah.
idea 15-year max in state politics, 15 years in federal, and 15 years as an advocate, not a lobbyist. And honestly, I think we need to get rid of the lobbyists. One of the biggest problems we have
Yep.
is that corporate America is in the pockets of every single one of these congressmen. And I think that if we removed that, because there's absolutely no reason, and Tiffany and I have discussed this before, I personally think that every single congressional member that their pay should be no more than 10% above whatever the average median income is for their state. And you get the same health coverage as the Medicaid recipients in your state. I also think that every year when it comes time for your raise, as part of the annual voting process in your state,
Hmm.
that everybody gets to look at what kind of job you did last year because they seem to forget that they work for us. And I can promise you that if I hadn't worked in 8 weeks at my job and they were still paying me and they found out that I was at Mar-a-Lago watching somebody's ass shake across a gilded ballroom, I would be canned. I would not be getting a raise. I would not be getting a raise, okay? Like everything that
Yeah.
went on with my daughter impacted my raise because my job performance was impacted by all of it. And I took it. You know why I took it? Because I completely understand a lot of shit went down,
Yeah.
right? So they need to be able to vote on whether or not you get a raise. If you didn't do a good job, if you didn't represent your constituents properly, if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, then guess what? Maybe you don't get a raise. If you only did some of your promises, then I guess it's looking tight,
Mm.
buddy.
Yeah.
We're looking at a performance improvement plan, but we do recognize that you put in a little bit of effort, so we're going to give you a 1% raise.
And
And that's
and
it.
what kills me and that's funny is they'll vote to give themselves 30, 40, 50% raises. And meanwhile, all of us here, minimum wage, and if we're lucky, we're lucky we get the right job, right education, and we know somebody, then yeah, we could get a really good job. But all those three things have to align up because
Right. And then you got to
yeah,
watch your P's and Q's because in volatile markets like we're getting ready to face with all those people being dumped into the workforce,
mm-hmm,
it's an employer's market. They're going to be looking to curb their overhead. If you
yep,
haven't made a place in your company to show them why you are of value to be maintained,
then just know you're going to be on the chopping block.
because we're not at rock bottom yet, folks. It's still going to get worse.
Yeah.
We haven't hit that, that basement yet.
So,
And
and how you know when we hit rock bottom? Well, when the pew pews come out and all the shooting starts. That's when you
because
know.
everybody's sitting there, because here's the thing, like, I get that nobody has ever thought that this would happen. Like there was nothing
Oh, of
that
course not.
said, in our, founding documents that says, oh, well, if somebody cheats and does this or does that, or, allegedly TikTok, allegedly,
It's all alleged.
okay,
Yes.
allegedly, we're just talking, in hypotheticals here. Um, we don't have anything in place as a country, as a policy or a statute or anything, that if somebody who shouldn't be in that role is sworn in, what we do if they need to come out.
Right. Like
Like
we,
it's
they
it's one
never
of
thought
those
about
where,
that.
even because everybody's talking about, oh, well, let's do this, let's do that, let's count this, let's count that. Okay. Well, I mean, we can certainly do that, but at the end of the day, hang on, I'm trying to fix my shit. At the end of the day, it
At the end of
doesn't
the day,
it
what
does
a-
what the hell?
what
It
actually
doesn't
you gonna
freaking
do?
matter.
Yeah.
What do we do? Okay, so you find that that person shouldn't have won the contest. Okay,
Okay.
so
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna correct it,
what's
or are you
supposed to
just gonna
happen?
say, oh well, it happened and it's final? Was just
I mean, because
so
they're
what?
already there.
Yeah. What I mean, what are you gonna do?
And in a situation like this where they control the Supreme Court as well, you know what we're going to face, right? It's not going to matter
Mhm.
because they're not going to leave office. It's going to take
Yeah.
that long. They're just
It'll
going to drag it out.
yeah they'll drag it out and then they'll drag it out till either A, they just give up because out of sheer frustration, or B, they just give up.
I mean, haven't they already really kind of given up? I mean, we've watched the slow and steady progression where literally,
Mhm.
the opposing side, they're trying to do everything by the book so that there's no recourse, there's no, request for clarification, there's no
Right.
conjecture. But at this point, have you not noticed that the other side could not give a shit less about playing by the rules?
Of course not. They could give two shits less about playing by the rules. Because you know why? Playing by the rules doesn't get you the results that you want. You
That
think
you
it,
want, not what the
mm,
populace needs, what
but
you
what you
want.
want. So
Right.
what do you think? Why do you think that the whole east wing of the White House got knocked down
Because
and going through
Pissy
all this?
Pants had a
Yeah.
narcissistic moment, and he was really pissed off at how many people showed up for No Kings, and the
Right.
fact that it continued on into the weekend and some
Hmm.
into Monday. And so he was like, "All right, well, I'll show you." It's the same as a narcissistic parent who goes and beats the crap out of you, right?
Yeah.
Because you said something that they didn't like. It didn't matter whether or not it was true. Lord, I went through that, you
Yeah.
know?
Just simply the fact is that he didn't like it.
And
And it's like this.
I am
And
I'm team I'm on the side of TikTok where I agree. I think that it's going to take a takeover to reopen government,
yeah.
because Mike Johnson is not going to reopen the House of Rep. He just gavelled out for another, what, 10 days?
Hmm.
Something like that. They don't even
Yeah.
come back until November 10th.
Hmm. And
They
so, and
haven't worked since the beginning of what? September?
no, what? No, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I didn't really. Yeah, it's been that long. Oh my God. And hey, how do you think he got all this shit done to the White House without permits? You go, you follow the rules, you get the permits, and he would have never gotten his shits approved. Never. So what does he say? You know what? F the rules. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it.
And he brought
Yes.
that shit in, and he's
Hmm.
doing what he's doing. And why on earth would two defense contractors and a tech company want to throw money into
Hmm.
the till to build a ballroom? Why would Jeff Bezos
Right.
have an interest in building a ballroom? That
Like
man has
like.
multi-million dollar properties. He rented out an entire, what was it, Italian village or something for his wedding.
Hmm. And
I don't
so
think
it's
he's
like
concerning himself with a little bitty, ballroom that can't hold more than 1,000 people.
right. And so many just like technical and like I structural just oddities about it. You know, it's like, what is this really for? Because clearly it's not to for anything. You know, not what's a ballroom is more considered for. Number one, number two. Why is there? Why are you building a ballroom at in the White House? Like,
What's the
why?
point? There's already a formal gathering space there that is more than enough for. I don't believe that I've ever seen any problem across the expanse of what I know about history or during my time where having, dignitaries visit the country and doing
Mm-hmm.
some kind of a black tie or formal event. I don't recall there ever being a space issue with using the space that was in the East Wing. I don't,
Yeah.
anytime they had to do something larger, like the correspondence dinner and stuff like that, that was still done in the East Wing, right? Like anytime they had anything bigger
Like
than that, they would do
I'm
it at
pretty
like the
sure.
Kennedy
Yeah.
Center, or they would do it at another, like they have
Like I
other
mean, I would.
places that they do stuff.
Like I mean, I would assume I never been on one of those White House tours. Never have,
Yeah.
but I always went under the assumption that if any like foreign dignitaries were visiting, there's a space for them to, have dinners. There's a space for them to, have like little mixers,
I believe there was
stuff like
even
that.
office space for them to be able to work from that location.
I mean,
Like their
I'm not
staff to
sure.
be able to, you know how when you work in a corporation, especially one where other people come from like other offices and stuff, they usually have a couple of cubicles set
Yeah,
up
they'll
with
have
like
yeah,
computers that have
something
like
set up for.
safety nets and stuff like that where they can like
Yeah,
plug in and they can do their work, right?
yeah.
You cannot tell me in
That they didn't have
government
something like that
that
set up
the
for
entourage
dignitaries. Yes.
traveling with a dignitary that they didn't have like offices set
Mhm.
up that were just used for like visitors,
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
like
So,
it got to be. You know.
you know, and there's a video making the rounds right now on
Hmm.
TikTok with a catchy little ditty, of a guy sitting in his car singing, asking why these people would invest in it. And we said all along that the PIOC is down there
Hmm.
and that they're probably going to take this opportunity to completely update it because it hasn't really been updated. Um, and my concern is this, everybody's more worried about like war breaking out and stuff, right? My concern is
Mm-hmm.
this. What if they put systems down there that allow them to literally just knock out swaths of bank accounts at a time, to farm all
Mm-hmm.
of that financial data?
Yeah.
Because at the end of this all, we know what the root cause of everything is. It is powerful, mediocre ass men
Mm-hmm.
who want to carry the labels of the richest people in the world.
Yep.
They want to be in a class of their own.
Yes.
And so,
In like in the words of the Little Mermaid, they want to go where the people go. They want to
right.
see all the sights and the people dancing, and they want to be a part of that world. That's
Well,
what
I
they
think
want.
they want to create their own world. They want to reach such an elite status
Mm-hmm.
that everything that they do that we find heinous, that they have had to keep under wraps as they listen to the general populace say, every time, like when the Cosby case came out, when the Michael Jackson case came out, right? Like when all of that stuff came out and you just saw an entire nation saying that's sick, that's wrong, that's disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those people knowing that they are doing that and worse to an untold number of children on an island and in their high rises and their penthouses and their, Hampton mansions by the sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have to keep it under wraps what they're doing. I think they want to create a world where nobody can judge them on it, where it is just accepted behavior.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised about that
And
because
it takes a lot of money to buy a country.
yeah, I know. I mean, ask Elon Musk. It took a lot for him to buy the presidency,
And how
and
did that work out, bud? How did that work out for you, pal?
so how's that? How's it going for you
Are you having any
over
buyer's
in
remorse? Any
uh,
any
anything
purchasing regrets?
anything while you're
I mean,
chilling
don't get
it
me wrong. For a
while you're
little
chilling
bit there, you
somewhere?
were really raking it in, and you're
I mean,
in
for a
line. I
while
think he's in line to be a trillionaire, isn't he? Like the world's
he's
first
he
trillionaire.
he's in line. Yeah, he's in line. He's set to be the world's first trillionaire. Yep, and yeah, for a while he was riding super, super high. You know, had had Trump, selling cars out, the White House lawn.
Oh my God,
He
turning
was
it into just
he was riding high. Then Icarus got a little close to the sun there.
started burning his wings, started burning his colostomy bags.
Mm-hmm. And then what do we get after that? He started losing money, and then he gets
Oh
on
my
the internet,
God.
starts crying.
Oh my God. And then he starts, and like, it's almost like you can tell his cycles of being zooted up and not,
Mm-hmm.
because every time he was suited up is when we would see the barrage of tweets or X's or whatever the hell they call them. I don't even know what the hell
I
they
guess
call them.
I don't know. They still tweets. I
Are
call
they
them
still
tweets.
tweets?
I
I
still call
call
them
them
tweets. I don't
tweets.
care. I don't care. I still call it Twitter. I refuse to call it X.
I mean, I'm really convinced that the reason he named it X is because he wanted the post to be called X's so that he wouldn't feel so bad about how many X's he had in his endeavors to try and populate the world with people that look like him. Like, I mean, it surely can't
Okay.
be for the intelligence because
Oh,
that
cause
man has bought everything. Like,
and the craziest thing
listen,
is that all of his kids is that he got them all, through like artificial insemination, and
because his peen doesn't work.
well, it worked enough to get out that baby batter.
No,
It worked out.
they just stick a needle in there.
Oh, it worked out
Feel free to
enough.
cringe whenever you're ready.
It worked out enough. You know.
I mean, at this point, I'm guessing that, that his little, his little cherry branch is just numb to the I'm sure
Yeah,
at
but
some
see,
point he stored a whole bunch of it.
probably. I mean, but it wouldn't be good after a while. I wouldn't think it'd be good after a while. But I know, and I think
No,
he
Michael, I haven't heard it. He said, "Have we heard the new Cybertruck song?" I haven't heard that yet.
oh
I'm gonna have to go
no,
look for it.
no, I haven't. I haven't.
I'm gonna have to go
I, so
investigate.
look, I discussed earlier today what my plan was when it comes to Cybertrucks now, because there's a little device. It's called a Flipper Zero, and it's like a little hacking tool that you can
Yeah.
use to hack into Cybertrucks. It's an operating system of Cybertrucks, and basically, make them do all kinds of shit. My original plan was
Don't hurt
to,
anybody.
I was, uh,
Like, don't hurt
no,
anybody.
but I mean, they kind of deserve it. But
I mean,
this is my
but
plan.
still, you got to
But
live with
it's
that
not,
on your conscience,
Well, see, it's technically it wouldn't be hurting them. It would be really, it would be inconveniencing them.
Okay, as long as like nobody's gonna be physically injured, because that's
No,
that's
no,
the
no,
concern.
no, 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 no. See, my original plan was to hack a Cybertruck and control the windows to keep the windows state all the way up, right?
Uh
And then blast the heat.
huh.
So they're trapped, and it's just, you know what I mean? And they can't roll the windows down, and
You know
they
what?
can't turn the AC on. So what they have to do, they have to pull over, and they have to, and they
I feel
have
like
to,
that could be I feel like that could be traced back to you. I say stick with the oldies but goodies. Take the fart spray and put it in the
and,
windshield intake.
but see,
You
and
know,
now my
because
second,
if you're gonna
now
drive
this
a
is my
car that
second
looks like a
plan.
toilet, then it should smell like one too.
Well, see, and my second idea, what I'm going to go with, is instead, what I'm going to do is buy a bunch of toothpicks. Use the Flipper Zero to roll the window down and just throw toothpicks in the car in there. The reason being is this, all
Like
right?
tiny little javelins.
Oh, well, see, yeah, the reason being is this. Okay, I read an article that talked about where a guy he was eating a meal, had a toothpick, and it dropped on the floorboard. Didn't think anything of it because, again, how many times have we dropped something on our floorboards and, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
So he drops this toothpick on the floorboard. After a while, the Cybertruck just stops. Okay. He calls up to Tesla to see what was going on and what happened. They told him because the truck detected that the toothpick was a foreign object, and because of where it was placed at on the floorboard, like under the seat, and it was a foreign object, and the Cybertruck couldn't detect exactly what it was.
So it considered it a
As
danger,
yeah,
a
and
hazard.
it co- turned it complete all off. And so now, even if he took it out, he took the toothpick out, wouldn't start up. So we had to take it to a Tesla dealership and have them basically factory reset his Tesla
That
so we
must have
could
been
drive it again.
expensive.
That was about $2,000.
Oh my God.
That was about
That's like
$2,000
getting
for a
that's
toothpick.
like getting your oil changed at a Porsche dealership.
Yep, that's
Jesus.
$2,000. So that's what I was gonna do.
So I have an assignment for you for tomorrow because we're gonna wrap up, but I have an assignment for you for tomorrow for rules of Nerdquisition. And
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the chat looking to see what you say about it.
All
I
right. All right.
I was on my Amazon Prime the other day and I noticed that they have a horror movie called Thanksgiving. And I'm gonna
Okay.
need you
Okay. Okay.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to go watch that movie. You might even want to send, messages to the rest of your friends because I think it needs to be a group project.
Well,
It's set back in the time period of the Pilgrims.
may I have to push that one to next week because tomorrow we are going to be talking about Fantastic Four.
Oh my God.
It's
I was
November,
so
so I mean,
disappointed. I
it's
was so
after.
disappointed in the new movie. I was so disappointed. I paid
I
theater money to go see that.
honestly, I
Want my
I
money
bought
back.
it. I bought it on iTunes, and while I say I like the visual aspect of it, it looked great. Um, Story needed some work, but it looked fantastic.
I was completely worn out with the birthing scene. Honestly,
It's a
the
superpower.
hell?
So listen, it's a it's, it's a it's a baby god that's being born for two superpowered humans. All right, there's going to be some complications. All right, since one's invisible, the other one stretches, and you got a baby god. Okay, no, but it looks good. I mean, and there were some
Listen,
parts of it that just
I had more fun waiting for the Acer 386 to boot up Windows 21. Or I'm sorry, Windows 2. Been waiting for that damn kid to come out of her hoo-ha. And then it wasn't even like a Super Bowl birth or anything. With that level of drawn out manufactured anticipation, that
well,
kid
see.
should have shot out of there like a Super Bowl who'd just been hit by a ping pong paddle.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. That one's fair. Um, the baby birthing scene didn't bother me as much as it bothered you, obviously. It did not bother me that much.
Michael says it's good. I just. All
Oh,
right,
but
folks,
I
that's going to wrap.
but I will say
Yeah.
Galactus was the best part of that movie. Anyways, wrapping up. Yes.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight's Saturday Shit Show. I want to say thank you to Angry IT for joining us again this week. Always a pleasure having you around. I have a feeling we're probably going to make a habit of this, to be completely honest at this point.
That's fine. That's fine.
Remember,
Hey, if I'm look, if I didn't get too high and pass out, hey, I'm here.
when can they catch Rules of Nerdquisition?
You can catch Rules of Nerdquisition every Sunday at 3 to 5 p.m. on YouTube at youtube.com/at Rules of Nerdquisition. Or you can catch us at gcpr.live. But I would appreciate it personally if you go to Rules of Nerdquisition YouTube, subscribe, like, and watch the show because I worked hard on it.
I
I
feel
worked
that.
hard
I
on
need
it.
more subscribers too. Like
And we
y'all
need more
subscribe.
subscribers because, she needs more subscribers. We need more subscribers because we're trying to make some money.
Listen,
We're trying to move out the
Angry
hood.
knows me. I made my 40 some odd thousand followers on TikTok by never once asking for not once did I ask for followers. But I'm telling you people to go over and subscribe to my crap. Okay? If
It's
nothing
good.
else, you can get drunk or zooted and laugh at my stupidity. Who
I mean, it's
wouldn't love
good.
doing that?
And check out Rules of Nerd. If you love nerdy shit, you love Star Trek. Hey, we got that. You love Battlestar
Horror
Galactica?
movies?
Well, we got to record. We got to do episodes of Battlestar. But anyways, You love Marvel? We got that. DC? Got that. Gonna talk Fantastic Four. My personal favorite is the one, the very first, well, I won't say the first live action one, the first live action good one, before the Silver Surfer. The one with Doctor Doom. That one?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Doom. That
That
was
was
a
the
good
one I
one.
liked the most.
You know,
I
hey,
will
if
say,
you're into horror movies, or
you into horror?
like if you like The Village,
I know you did that on purpose. You did that on purpose. That's
check out the Rules of Nerdquisition Sundays from 3 to 5 Eastern, where you
cut
can
me
see
deep.
more of Angry telling me how The Village sucks.
Village was a horrible movie. It's
And
something.
you can catch Friday Fuckery every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Monday Mayhem at 9 p.m. on Mondays, obviously. And then, of course, if you are in TikTok land and you want to join the chat, then you can find the link to my YT in my bio, and you can join the chat and hear the other side of the conversation. Thank you again, Angry. We will see you next time, and I'll catch you tomorrow to just absolutely shred that movie in the comments because I
Well, see,
did
I'm
not
gonna
like it.
when it comes to that movie, I'm gonna talk good, gonna talk bad. I'm gonna talk you know, the nerd shit. So yeah. Oh,
What
Michael
did you
Pruitt,
say?
don't mention those
The
two
Village
movies
and
around
Hobbs
me.
and Shaw.
Don't no 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 no. Somebody look. I don't. Somebody gonna catch a fade for those two movies. I don't know who greenlit the movies. Whoever greenlit those movies, they're gonna catch a fade. But that's another story for another time.
That is. We'll discuss that next time that Angry is on the shit show with us. You folks have a good night, and remember that it's only 3 weeks till Thanksgiving and the celebration of the heinous seizure, murder, and horrendous acts of our founding fathers. Yay,
Happy
America.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.
Good night.